In this installment, in Getting Started with SPAD.neXt, we're diving into adding the Logitech or Saitek series of panels into the sim. We're going to focus on the steps needed to make sure that devices and software is properly configured for best success in moving all of our control into SPAD.neXt. Let's go ahead, get started, and jump into it. You've been running with the Logitech Flight Simulator plugin for a little while. You've now moved over to SPAD.neXt because you wanted either LVARs, H events, or maybe you just wanted to configure things however you liked. One of the big things that always happens and shows up in the forums is people forget to uninstall the plugin. And all of a sudden they're complaining about events triggering even though nothing is assigned in SPAD.neXt. So the first thing we want to do is completely uninstall this. Hit the Windows key on your keyboard and start typing in add or remove. You're going to see it at the top of your list. We want add or remove programs. And now we can search the list for Flight Simulator plugin. So what you're going to notice when we parse this is there is no Logitech. So a lot of people are like, oh, I can't find it. Nothing's installed. Nope, no Logitech. That's because it's called Microsoft Flight Simulator plugin. So you've got this G, you've got it. Go ahead and uninstall it. Now that we've got it removed, we can go ahead and we can fire up SPAD.neXt. But right on top, one of the first things we see is this is complaining that both the multi-panel and radio panel that we just installed have Windows power management. Now this can happen if you plug them into different ports, if you plug them in again, and after lots of Windows updates, we'll run into problems where it just decides to turn this back on. Now this is what's going to cause you problems where after you start a flight, you get into your sim, all of a sudden they drop out from SPAD.neXt, they stop responding, you can no longer control things, and it's because Windows has put them to sleep. So let's go ahead and figure out how to fix this. Now the easiest way to do this is right here in the warning. Just run SPAD as administrator. The other thing to note, if you decide to check this box, don't show me this, and just hit dismiss, it's never going to come up and warn you when it runs into these problems. So let's go ahead. We're going to dismiss this. And as I normally do, I'm going to close it off. And we can right click and we can run as administrator. And then SPAD is going to go ahead and try to clean this up for us. The other thing you can do is go into Device Manager. And for lots of these devices, you're going to find things under Universal Serial Bus. You want to make sure that under Power Management tab, that box is not checked off. So anything where we could use that functionality, human interface devices, you're going to look for power management, and you're going to want to make sure that it is unchecked. So far here, power management, everything is good. And we can do this for all of the hubs. Anywhere that it shows up, any USB compositing device, sometimes you have to go through every single one by one to do it. And again, my favorite is to right click, run as administrator, so that now SPAD has the permissions to go in and make those changes. We've now got all of our devices up and running. They're all happy. And you can simply press the test button at the top. And if SPAD is able to control them, we're going to see buttons and things flickering and flashing. Now, right now at this point, I'm not seeing any of this information. The buttons and the LEDs are flashing, but the main LED light is not. And that is because we've disabled that power management. So now we're going to shut down SPAD.neXt. We're going to unplug those panels again. Now we've plugged them back in. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to launch SPAD.neXt. Now when we come back and we've got the Alt, the VS, and some other numbers depending on what your sim's doing, I look at my radio panel, I look at my multi-panel, and all of that information is now displayed. If I turn a knob, that information that I see in the GUI is rendered on the screen. So at this point, I know that everything is ready to go, and I'm ready to begin programming my panels. So we're going to make this a quick stop here because you may already have stuff done. You may want to delve into some other things, whatever it might be. But if you liked it and you want to check out more videos, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, and come along next time. We're going to do a quick video in the next series about how to assign snippets and bring these into your profiles. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.